It is said another realm exists outside where we inhabit. Otherworldly beings dwell within this place, and the only way to communicate with them is through carrying out rituals or playing paranormal games. These are not simple games, however, as playing these pose huge risks that may scar you for life, or worse. Think twice about playing these, especially this Halloween season. Here are the top 10 paranormal games you should never play.
Amazing!
Number 10. Spirit of the Coin. To play this game, you will need 4 items: a piece of paper, a pen, a candle, and of course, a silver coin. Write down the letters of the alphabet and numbers around the edges of the paper, as this will make it easy for the spirits to tell you their answer. Write down the words start, end, yes, and no at the center of the paper. To start the game, go to a dark room and light the candle, having the players focus their index fingers on the coins and placing it on the word start. Ask for the permission of the spirits and wait for them to guide the coin to the word yes. You can ask the spirits your questions upon them granting you their permission. They will attempt to answer your questions by moving the coin towards the letters, spelling their response out for you. Be sure to have someone list the letters, as the spirits may move the coin from letter to letter quickly. If you wish to end the game, thank the spirits for their cooperation and place the coin on the word end. Number 9. Closet Game. To start the game, you must have a box of matches with you at all times. Dim the room and enter the closet, staying there for at least 2 minutes. Take a matchstick out and hold it in front of you while reciting the words, "Show me the light or leave me in darkness." If you hear or feel anything out of the ordinary, immediately light the match. Do not turn around or the demon you summoned will drag you into hell. Leave the closet slowly and do not let the light from the matchstick blow out. This will end the ritual, but be forewarned, as the demon may choose to stay inside the closet. Always keep the closet doors closed during nighttime, lest something unfortunate happens to you. Number 8. Charlie Charlie. Charlie Charlie is a game that made its rounds on the internet around May 2017. It has similarities to the old Spanish game Juego de la Lapicera, as both games require the use of pencils. To play this game, you must place 2 crossing pencils atop a sheet of paper containing the words yes and no. Before asking any questions, it is important to ask the permission of Charlie, asking him, "Are you here?" or "Charlie, can we play?" The top pencil should move by itself, with the tip pointing to his answer. Should he say yes, you are free to ask him any question answerable by yes or no. To conclude the game, you must ask for his permission again, or else there will be dire consequences. The game was dismissed as a hoax by scientists, but there are a few people, specifically those from religious sects, who deem it as a real paranormal game. Countries like East Libya have linked it to several suicide cases, banning it from being played by children. Number 7. Elevator Game, or Elevator to Another World. Originating from Korea, the elevator game is said to take you to another world. This game is said to be the cause of Eliza Lamb's mysterious death back in 2013. To play this game, you need to go to a building with an elevator that has at least 10 floors. Once you are alone in the elevator, press the floor sequence 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5. Do not leave or attempt to communicate with anyone during the trip. Go to the first floor, and the elevator will bring you to the 10th floor instead. Exit the floor immediately and never look back. You are now at the other world, a place wherein you're the only one present. To end the game, enter the same elevator and redo the sequence. Once you arrive at the first floor, check your surroundings first before exiting the elevator. Should you notice anything out of the ordinary, close the elevator immediately and keep pressing the first floor button. Leave the elevator once you are sure that you have left the other world. Do not look back. Several YouTube personalities have tried their hand playing this game. While others were able to return safely to the real world, some have had experiences that made them regret their decision to play the game. Number 6. One Man Hide and Seek. Hitori Kakarenbo, literally meaning hide and seek alone in Japanese, is a game where you play hide and seek with a doll possessed by a spirit. To play the game, you must have the following items: a doll, rice, fingernail clippings, a red thread, a knife, and some salt water. To begin, give the doll a name, then cut it open and replace its contents with rice and nail clippings, sewing it back with the red thread. Place it in the bath and say out loud, "I'm the first it," 3 times. Once done, go around your home with the knife, turning off the lights in every room you visit. Upon reaching the bathroom, shout, "I found you," and then say the doll's name, and stab the doll. Continue the game by saying the doll's name and then "is the it" 3 times and go to your hiding spot. Should you feel any changes to your surroundings and wish to end the game, take a mouthful of salt water and look for the doll. Upon finding it, spit the salt water on it and proclaim "I win" 3 times. Cut the thread to free the spirit possessing it and burn it later. The game should not be played for longer than 2 hours, as the spirit may grow restless, resulting in potential dangers such as physical and psychological injuries, or worse. Number 5. Sugiura, the Fortune Game. Crossroads are seen as places where 2 worlds collide with each other, setting up events where paranormal beings can meet beings such as ourselves. Sugiura is a game that makes use of a crossroad to determine the player's luck. For this game, you will need a comb and a veil or something you can use to cover your face. Go to a dark crossroad and rub the teeth of the comb with your fingers and chant the incantation, "Sugiura, Sugiura, grant me a true response" 3 times. Should a stranger appear, use the veil to cover your face and ask them your fortune. If they don't respond, wait for another stranger to come. Repeat until you are able to receive a divination. You can end the game whenever you wish without performing any cleansing rituals. While this game presents minimal risk, you should still be careful as dark crossroads often attract the attention of criminals. It is advised that you go with a group if you wish to perform this game. Number 4. Midnight Game. Originally a pagan ritual, the Midnight Game is one of the riskiest games to play, as the punishment for failing the game may result in fatal consequences. To begin the game, you must have the following items: a candle, a piece of paper, a box of matches, and some salt. Start the game by writing your full name on the paper and putting a drop of your blood on it. Turn all the lights off and place the paper in front of the door. Light the candle and knock exactly 22 times, with the final knock occurring at exactly 12 a.m. Once done, open the door, blow out the candle, and close the door. The Midnight Man should now be in the room. Immediately light your candle and move from room to room to avoid the Midnight Man. Should your candle's fire go out, relight it immediately. If it fails, douse the salt in a circular formation. Stay there until 3:33 a.m. Do not leave the spot and do not try to provoke the Midnight Man in any way. Should you do either, the Midnight Man will find you and trap you in a hallucination of your greatest fears, resulting in mental scarring, physical injuries due to self-harm, or even death. You've been warned. Number 3. Three Kings. This ritual originated from the online community Reddit, allowing you access to Shadowside. The steps are complex, so you should set it up properly. Perform this ritual in a dark, spacious room, having these items ready: candles, a bucket of water, a mug, a fan, 2 large mirrors, 3 chairs, an alarm clock, a cell phone, and a toy from your childhood. Place one of the chairs and have it facing north, with the other chairs positioned at its left and right side facing it. Place the mirrors on it and properly align the chairs until you see your reflection on both mirrors within the corners of your eye. Once you have finished setting up, leave the room with the door open and go to your bedroom. Put candles on each side of the bed, charge your phone, and sleep with your toy. Remember to wake up at exactly 3:30 a.m. Upon waking up, check for red flags like your phone not charging or the door being closed. Abort the ritual and leave immediately if you notice these red flags. If the conditions are met, sit on the first chair, light the candle, and look directly in front of you. During this time, you are now free to ask questions to your other selves from the shadow side. Remember not to avert your eyes elsewhere. It is unknown what will happen should you fail to meet the specific instructions, but as the author put it, please do not try this. Number 2. Bloody Mary. One of the oldest paranormal games, Bloody Mary takes its roots from the folklore of the same name. It is not known who Bloody Mary really is, with some people claiming her to be a vengeful witch, while some claim her to be the spirit of Queen Mary I, who had a history of miscarriages, earning her the moniker Bloody Mary. Regardless, invoking Bloody Mary is often a risky act, as she is known to inflict pain to those who summon her restless spirit. The game is simple. At the stroke of midnight, the player must face the mirror with a candle in their hands, saying the name Bloody Mary 3 times. If successful, an apparition will appear in the mirror. Depending on the nature of the apparition, Bloody Mary might offer them divination or inflict pain on them mentally and physically. Results may vary when you call upon the spirit of Bloody Mary. You are free to try out your luck, but you must know the risks of playing this game. Number 1. Ouija Board. Perhaps the most famous and the most enigmatic of all paranormal games, the Ouija Board allows players to communicate with spirits, particularly relatives who have passed on but can't find solace in the spiritual world, and resolve the problems that kept them from accepting their fate. It can also be used to ask the spirits for sagely advice, be it within the subject of life or love. Playing the game requires 2 or more people. To start the game, place a candle or incense to attract the spirits. Make sure to do it in a quiet, dark room. Remove all distractions or anything that could cause unnecessary noise. Once everything is set up, the players should focus on the planchette and wait for the spirits to arrive. The planchette should stop moving by itself should a spirit appear within your vicinity. You are free to ask them any questions during this time. Be polite at all times and let the spirit answer your questions at their own pace. If you wish to end the game, tell them and wait for them to bid you goodbye. Be sure to move the planchette to the word goodbye before ending the game. Ouija board spirits are mostly kind and reserved, but there are violent spirits who will enact swift punishment to those who bother their slumber. As always, risks are present to those who play these games, so be prepared at all times. Did any of these games send a shiver down your spine? Have you played any of the games included in this list? Share us your experiences by writing in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.